Afternoon, everyone. If I could have your attention. My name is Mark Kelly, and I am the chairman of the West Virginia State University Foundation Board of Directors. I'd like to take a moment. We have some of our foundation board members here today, and these people do a tremendous job for this institution. And at this time, I'd like our board members, our foundation board members, stand up and be recognized. We also couldn't do the work that we do without the help of our staff. We have particularly Pat Schumann and Adam Neal. And would Pat and Adam stand up? Where is Adam? Well, thank you. It's an honor and a privilege for me to be here today. This is going to be a truly historic day for West Virginia State University. As chair of the foundation, I have witnessed firsthand the impact that alumni and community leaders have on this institution. I have been blessed to have my chairmanship during the time of President Hemphill, who is just doing such a fabulous job at this university. But I want to thank my colleagues on the board, those of you, I forgot Cynthia Rakes. I didn't know you were in here. Cynthia is our resident historian on the board. She knows everything that's ever happened on that board. Anyway, I want to thank all of you who have all contributed in some way to the success of this university. We are making strides that I never would have dreamed of 4 or 5 years ago. It's now my pleasure to introduce one of the true champions of West Virginia State, Diane Strong-Treaster. She's a business leader, community servant, real mover and shaker in Charleston. I first got to know Diane when we served together on the presidential search committee that ultimately brought Dr. Hemphill here to West Virginia State. When she stepped forward and agreed to co-chair the campaign, I knew we were in good hands. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the podium Diane Strong-Treaster, co-chair of the campaign for West Virginia State University.
Good afternoon. There was a movie that I once watched, and it was called One Fine Day. And as the co-chair of this campaign for West Virginia State University, I am honored to be standing before you to say it is one fine day for West Virginia State University. West Virginia State has experienced some great fine days over the past 3 years. One, the naming of our 10th president, Brian O. Hemphill. Number 2, opening of the Walker Convocation Center. Opening of the Judge Damon J. Keith Scholars Hall. Number 4, opening the Gregory V. Monroe Athletic Center. And number 5, the launch of the Capitol campaign with the theme of realize the promise, deliver the future. Thanks to many of you here today for your generous contributions that have made a brighter future for our students in scholarships, academic programs, and campus improvements. I would like to take this opportunity, first and foremost, to thank my co-chair, Eric Coleman. Eric. And the campaign steering committee, and if they are here, any of them here, please wave a hand, stand up to be recognized. There you go, they're here. And there's another committee that we're kind of keeping in the secret that I'm truly excited about, and that's my creative event team that you'll be hearing a lot more about in the near future. I would ask that if any of them are here too, to please raise a hand. Okay, thank you to both of these teams. There is so much energy and enthusiasm on this campus, and you experience it as you stroll along the campus. Much of this success has been orchestrated by the leadership of our 10th president. As a former soccer coach, I remember the coveted number 10 jersey that each player wished to wear because he or she was the playmaker. Thank you, Dr. Hemphill, for being our number 10 player and being the playmaker of West Virginia State. Business leaders also must be playmakers and set the tone for their businesses to succeed. They create a team of dedicated, disciplined, strong players to succeed within their company and community. One of the pleasures of being in the business world, I have the opportunity to work with some fine, phenomenal businesses. I would like to highlight one business in particular and how they stand out as a corporate citizen, AKA a playmaker. This business believes their success is dependent not only on their corporate interest, but also in how they promote the quality of life in the communities they serve. They created a separate organization, a foundation, to help fund local institutions and nonprofits in the communities where their employees live and work. The foundation focuses their resources on projects that they feel can make a significant impact in the areas of community arts and education, workplace safety, healthcare interest, and for the leaders of tomorrow. They have donated to the Special Olympics, Legal Aid of West Virginia, the West Virginia National Guard, the American Heart Association, Boy Scouts of America, the Symphony, Make-A-Wish Foundation, West Virginia, and many more. These are in addition to what they have so generously have given to West Virginia State, including the Scholars Program, balancing the equation for student success, and the new Gregory V. Monroe Athletic Complex. The company that I am speaking of stated that securing the educational development of tomorrow's workforce and our upcoming leaders is vital to the future success of our company, our state, and our nation. Yes, definitely a corporate role model that we appreciate and proud to be associated with. We are indeed fortunate and proud to have the support of this strong business partner and benefactor who is definitely a playmaker among the businesses and about to make history once again at West Virginia State. It is now my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce Dr. Brian O. Hemphill, our 10th president and the playmaker of West Virginia State University.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give Diane another round of applause. Thank you. As well as Mark Kelly, let's give him a round of applause. Greatly appreciate both of them. Thank you for speaking about the university's ongoing capital campaign, Realize the Promise, Deliver the Future, as well as our strong partnership with a devoted and loyal business and community leader. Are people guessing who that might be yet? Or you've already figured it out? All right. Look at the front row. Give you a little hint. But before I go into that, I'd like to take the opportunity to acknowledge a few individuals that are so important to this university, and that's the members of the West Virginia State University Board of Governors. Could I have board members please stand as I call your name and be acknowledged? Our chair, Ann Brother Smith, Paul Costanti, Billy Litscomb. Is Dr. Gesloff with us? No, he was trying to make it back. Gail Pittsford, Daisy Squirts, and do we have any other board members to slip in? Join me and let's give the, do we have one more there? Ah, Aaron. Let's give Aaron a round of applause. Let's give all of our board members a round of applause. Thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge some local and state leaders that are truly, truly champions for this university. If you had any idea how hard the group that is assembled here today work for this university day in and day out at our state legislature, it would truly amaze you. They work so hard. I'll begin with, I just saw Delegate Eric Nelson to come in. Let's give him a round of applause. Delegate Nelson. We have Senator Gaunch with us. Please stand. Let's give Senator a round of applause. We have Senator Walters with us. Actually, we have Delegate Walters who joined us as well. I didn't see him. There you go. We have Delegate McCuskey with us. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you. Delegate Rowe, one of our very own, former chair of the board. Got President Kent Carper with us. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you for being here, sir. Thank you. And we have Commissioner Hardy with us as well. Let's give him a round of applause. And we have Dr. Carolyn Stewart. Where's she? Right here. Let's give Carolyn Stewart a round of applause. And Secretary Goodman wanted to be here, but is not feeling well, so let's give her a round of applause and let's send it back to her. Let's give her a round of applause. Where's Tom Bennett? Who did I miss? Did anybody else sneak in on us? All right. Well, thank you so much. Let's give these dedicated public servants another round of applause. Thank you. I'd also like to acknowledge, she's been acknowledged once, but I'd like to acknowledge her again, and that's Vice President Pat Schuman and her team for all that they do in terms of university advancement and alumni engagement. Let's give them a round of applause. Could I have all of our faculty to stand or raise your hand, faculty that we have with us? And please keep your hands up, because I want people to see you a second. Keep your hands up. I want you to know that those individuals are truly the heart of this university. They work so hard to provide a world-class education for our students day in and day out. Give them another huge round of applause. Thank you so much for all that you do. Thank you. And I must acknowledge my beautiful wife. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I don't know where the kids are. They were here, but they're somewhere now. But thank you for being here. Thank you. Love you. Like each and every one of you, I'm so proud to be here today with the State family. Indeed, this is a historic occasion for our university. With much anticipation and without any further ado, it is my pleasure to ask Greg Burton to come forward. And before I go into that, I had one thing that's not on the script that I need to mention. My student body president is here. Let's give her a round of applause. Please stand. Let's give her a round of applause. Thank you. And members of the executive committee as well. Thank you guys for being here. Greg, your unwavering support of West Virginia State University is truly inspiring to me and so many others. When I came to this great university in 2012, I was eager to meet you based solely on your incredible reputation in the Kanawha Valley, as well as a business leader and really as a community servant. So please allow me a moment to acknowledge the person who introduced us. And I think you remember that first meeting, and that was Mr. Alan McVeigh. Let's give Alan a round of applause. Thank you, Alan. Now, during that initial conversation, I made a special request of Greg. And it may have been a bold request looking back at it. I asked you to invest in West Virginia State University, but not where we are at this particular point in time in our history, but where we could be 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. I asked you to invest in our potential and in our future. And for some, that would have been a long shot, but not for Brick Street Insurance and not for Greg Burton. You saw our potential as well as our success that could come. You helped us achieve our potential and made our success a reality. Today, the strong partnership between Brick Street and West Virginia State takes a bold new step forward. Today, we're jointly announcing a gift that has the potential to really change the lives of West Virginians, students, and families forever. Today, we announce a gift from the Brick Street Foundation to West Virginia State University for scholarships and student support, a gift that will permanently endow the existing Brick Street Scholars Program by serving approximately 30 new students each and every year from this day forward. A transformational gift, the largest gift in the history of this university, of $1.75 million to West Virginia State University. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you a dear friend of West Virginia State University and a personal friend for me and my wife, Mr. Greg Burton. Let's give him another round of applause.
Thank you very much. I first wanted to introduce one of our board members who's here, Dave Rader. If he could stand up and a round of applause for Dave. When I first started at Brick Street, never in my wildest dreams did we think we would be able to form a foundation that's been able to give back so much to the community which we live in. I also wanted to thank Alan McVeigh for introducing me to Dr. Hemphill, who he's very hard to say no to when he asks you for things. But more importantly for me, he's become a very good friend of mine, someone who I've looked up to. He's done a lot of great things at West Virginia State University. With this donation that we're able to give, we're able to help a lot of students in West Virginia. And part of this scholarship will be given to kids whose families, either the mother or father has had a permanent total disability or tragically have died in a work-related accident. That's what workers' compensation is for. So we felt it'd be good to tie that piece into part of this donation as well. So with that, again, this is the first of a few other donations we're going to make to other colleges and universities, but I will say this is the largest. Dr. Hemphill asked me now, are we going to get the largest one? I said, yes, you are going to get the largest one. And he also asked, can we be the very first one? And yes, you're the very first one that we're able to get that to as well. But again, on behalf of all the employees of Brick Street and our board, we want to thank you for allowing us to be a great partner of West Virginia State University. One side note, my wife is a graduate of West Virginia State University. She got a 2-year degree in fashion merchandise. I won't say how long ago. She'd probably kick me if I did. But I came down here to take a class with her. She has a lot of great qualities, but one is not studying. And I thought I could surely get a better grade than she could. But by and large, somehow she got an A and I got a B. So I'm not sure how that happened, but I had a lot of great experiences at West Virginia State University. So again, it's great to be a partner with West Virginia State University, and appreciate you all being here today. Thank you very much.
Today's historic announcement marks another significant milestone. Our capital campaign, Realize the Promise, Deliver the Future, will result in an $18 million investment in West Virginia State University to its students, its faculty, and our future. And today, we've made significant progress toward that $18 million goal. Please direct your attention to Dr. Ann Brothers-Smith, Diane Strong, Mark Kelly, to unveil the current total of the capital campaign, which now stands at $16.8 million and 19 months remaining on the campaign.